So I'm wondering, since that shift that we saw in their ability to perform,
he's a strong singer though.
if they still even can contend on this map. And Cloud9
Okay,
just
C9
looks so
on
good
defense,
this. They're the
MIBR
best
on
team in the
attack.
league on this map.
I mean,
In terms of the pistols, 2-0, MIBR need to get a better start. Need to win a pistol.
You're going to be on the defensive side. Leaf's going to be running with Neon.
I think that important. You just said they're starting on the defense. Cloud9 is so good on
Shut
defense.
down over
And to
towards
be able
A
to flip this
happening,
map,
and
as a
5-person,
defensive
sorry,
side, they have
4-person out towards A
71%
happening.
defensive round wins.
Okay, they
Where
didn't
this
go
map
too
is
aggro with
very
it. I was
attacker-sided.
interested to see if they were going to actually
It's
push
so
into
shocking,
this.
and I think one of the important things here is
gun have
how
you got?
Zeppa plays, or how Leaf plays off the flashes that Zeppa's information gets.
It's an interesting killjoy setup.
It really just feels like Cloud9 consistently defies statistics.
Yeah.
They defy what is expected. They defy the norm.
You just saw there.
To have a win rate that high on is just insane.
Going into the site though. Good execute so far from MIBR.
Oh,
The stun
double
does hit
info.
Leaf. They're going to try to follow up on it, but
Big
Jake's
Joel.
going to stop.
And Leaf is there to help as well, but both of those pieces
Looking
fall.
like, I mean, I'm gonna
Rotations coming through from
not
Zeppa
say
and
anything
Rooney.
because
FRC and RGL are both weak.
Oh.
FRC dead. That's another.
Excuse me?
Just JZZ now.
What is that flash from Zeppa earlier on?
Well, and how quickly the tides turn. Forced to land a filthy headshot.
get a
able just
dink
to keep
as
the
well.
round competitive just to give yourself a
oh
chance.
man,
Buys
Zeppa.
time for Zeppa to get
Zeppa's a
the third.
monster.
My
Nice pistol
goodness.
from him, really good.
That
He
drop
caught him
flash
healing
is
as well.
insane.
I was watching the
fact that
HPs
it's
goes up.
Basically a pop flash. You don't know where it's coming from, and then you're also
3-0 in
from
terms
a
of pistols.
completely different angle as the smoke falls. The timing is just beautiful for Zeppa. And then Rooney as well in the final kill. He throws a molly that forces the player to come through.
What was I about
and
to say?
Zeppa's
It's
able to
okay.
take
I
all
didn't
that
say it.
space while that's happening.
I didn't say it, so
While
it's
that
fine.
space is denied. Cloud9 another pistol edge. They're 3-0 for so far.
Another pistol, another defensive round win.
Yeah, and a similar
Another very
approach.
clean round out from Cloud9 in general.
2 rifles, 3 guns that are kind of fine, but they're so good with these guns into the bonuses that it's like
Sheriff's here.
kind of feels like it's rifles for them.
FRZ, Mirrors.
I did think it. It's true.
Not
I fought it until I saw the 5 HP though.
Just
Then I saw the hill and
he
then I
only
was
took
back on it.
One first tool on the last map.
And then yeah, and then it all went wrong.
What a
Okay,
difference
3-person
in
push. They get a
confidence
lot
you're
of map
seeing from this
control.
guy.
There is no. Oh
He's
no,
got
what's
to
the
be
timing
better
like?
at it.
Dude, look at how far up he is. Yeah.
Really good.
I mean, nothing to protect this flank.
And Leaf's voice lines too are just toxic. He's the one who's in their spawn. What do you mean they're lost?
They're going to continue to push into heat. Who's, I mean, got nothing but a prayer at that point.
They're
They're
It's a
making
nice,
him look like a
nice clean
challenge
round.
team in some
Think
of
could
these
beat
rounds.
Brimstone in an arm wrestling match? Nah, he's got the dad strength. Not a
They
chance.
just pushed all the way up C late. They weren't planning on pushing C, but the information that they got gave them the ability to try to pinch them. Because I might be
Yeah,
on
it's
early
mate.
that tells
They just
them what's
can't.
kinda going on. If they're not peeking C,
Let's see if they can. Let's see
can
how the
get this
first
backstab
5
in
rounds go.
fairly easily.
But I swear they
And when it's free, Cloud9 are glad to take it.
they're getting so wrecked early. C9 are too good with these guns.
The 2 players who bought
How are we
Sheriffs in that
approaching
last
this
round.
early C hit? Only one
Lacking
person
util.
here.
Now look at how scared. I mean, they're expecting aggression, main.
Oh
What is
man, look at
peak from
that.
Leaf? He
And
just
then
jumped on
and then
top of
big
the
question
root
mark
to get a
created here.
weird
Early
angle
rotate. Smoke
before
goes
he
in
goes for
case
the
they
full peek.
reactively wanted to push through here. We leave the
And
neon
Mirrors
and then
was
we let
watching it
Sky and
too,
the
by the
Omen
way.
get here.
But he knows
Still
that
have
that
early
little
alarm bot
gap
dogs going
that
in, see if
people are
anyone
trying to
push through
use
the
to
door.
watch A-main
It's really
does
nice.
not
I like
see
this
the
though.
spot that
This
he actually
decision's
has
gonna
to
work
jump
really
up
well.
on
They
that
probably
rope,
put
on
the.
that root right there.
Well, I was gonna say they probably put the wall up, but Viper's dead.
MIBR still trying to make it something out of this round. And they still have a shot at it. They still have 4 rifles. A little bit of utility to speak of as
Zeppa's
well.
gonna flash over towards here
They're
at one
going into
point,
this
and it
3-player
might
stack from Cloud9 on
cause
C.
more of a rotate. We'll see.
Turret's watching it too. Good attempt to get the shot off before the turret even goes off. And
Dude,
doesn't
time
have
is
the
gonna get
mollies.
really
Yeah, but
low.
it's still so, I mean,
Look
you're
at
gonna
look
have
at
to
where
get
they
through-
are.
You're going to get decayed as soon as you walk through the orb, and then you have 3 players watching you. You have a turret, you had a nano that you mentioned was just popped.
They're trying to threaten the timing while that orb is down. Instead, they pivot. Fake that they're going to continue forward and it melts a little bit while going out, but they do get the B site.
20
These
seconds, still no
retakes have been
spike down.
So good for Cloud9. Are they really going to go for another bonus here? If they can convert another bonus, that's going to hurt MIBR so much. What a stun!
It's just
Holy hell.
criminal. FRZ
Heal
tries
up
to get
as
a timing
well.
on a kill.
And look how fast he's able to react there. He just flashed in, wants to go in, but he heals instantly and stops.
RGL's in so much trouble. He's got to be able to keep
Oh, the
match.
timing is
Not.
crazy.
Another
Mate,
bonus for Cloud9.
the worst odds ever. Extra bonus from C9. Nicely handled.
We
They're very
heard them
slow.
in between
They are
maps during the
very,
break,
very
and they were
slow.
just
This one
laughing.
wasn't too bad. You could tell
Cloud9
early
were
on
chilling,
that
they were
the idea
vibing,
was to
and,
go
you
here,
know,
but
the recline chair thing is just kind of become a staple. But
rough
you can
start
tell
there,
how
losing the
loose they
Viper.
are on stage right now, and you're
And
seeing
yeah,
it play out as well.
it's very slow. They didn't have too much
Sure,
time
you heard some of those
to get out of there.
confidence.
You
He's
can see
laughing
he's just
again.
laughing.
Who's gonna wipe the stinking grin off their faces, man?
Yeah, so yeah, it's true.
It's not
They're just
looking
having
like
a great
MIBR
time.
is.
No, dude, you can tell the opponents are in trouble when MC is just vibing.
I know.
And just laughing.
When he's not cursing at them.
Yeah. Hey, think about that interview just a couple moments ago where he's so, you know, animated.
We're gonna have an early engagement here. Fake TP out, but stun from Leaf. A lot of Neons who are running
Early-
this comp on this
early
map
pressure from
are
A, but this gets
walling
full
out and
cleared
going
out.
super
So,
fast, but here,
no
just
question
the
marks.
threat of the stun is enough to keep him out.
Viper Molly
No
for
kill
Rooney
utility
if he
here.
wants to use it. Goes out.
How does he
Goes out
really
and then he
spam?
spams on top of it
He's
as
gotta
well.
spam with the Vandal. And they're going fast.
I mean, Leaf is ulted.
They don't even need the flank to
No.
kill him. Rooney's able to deal with that push from Heat by himself.
And you see the mollies were instantly popped. And then they unlock. Yeah, there they are, bro. I mean,
Oh no.
Oh man.
The decay is what you're talking about there. Through the orb, you mentioned it the round prior.
Yeah, the smoke chipped him
Those
down.
mollies melt when you're losing 50 HP.
Molly,
instantly.
I think there was an alarm bot on top of it as
it was
well.
just so impossible for MIBR. You're getting chased down by Seekers. You
Their
know you
money's
fully
just
lost
so
control on me.
good.
You've got Leaf who's shooting lightning out of his fingers, chasing you
6k,
down.
5k
And you
already.
try to get
Got
away and
Killjoy
run
into
random.
this one
Yeah,
important
MC's
rounds.
laugh backstage,
Money in the
talk to
bin
you.
for MIBR.
What a stomp. It's early, though. It's early. It's early. And it's just very similar to how
Yeah,
Split started.
Roll it back, Doug. Roll it back a little
Very
bit.
similar to how Split started. Right? It was off of a timeout from Bazooka. That it
Like
got
how
to
they're
a
approaching this, they're
7-5
very
half.
much thinking that they're going to go early out towards A, so they have
Is that
numbers here.
A little
They
bit.
clear
I mean,
this early on.
The situation might feel similar, but
Yeah.
on Split, we didn't actually have that bonus converted. Right?
And they
Cloud9
heavy
equaled them.
rotate off.
So it was actually already a much closer game.
MIBR though, haven't taken too much map
I respect
control,
that,
only
man, the
this at the
people.
Was he
moment.
just watching?
Just looking for a fight else.
Also play Street Fighter in the middle of this?
Here.
They're scared to go, man. They have an alarm bot to make sure there's no one pressing. You're not taking any space on mound. You're not taking any space mid. You've got the turret ensuring that that's being watched as well.
Poison orb emitting.
Dog goes in, clears all the way over towards B. They might have an alright chance here.
Oh,
Yeah, and
he
this
did
is
use
nice.
the showstopper on Rooney.
Nade might break the
Look how
ult.
weak he is. He died to the molly.
Oh, it did, and the nade didn't reach. The nade hit the corner.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Two of them in it.
Oh no.
30
Oh
seconds
man,
left.
it's all going wrong.
Well, they still have the spike.
Oh man,
they can
he
still
died
pivot.
to the molly and the nade didn't reach, so it just wasn't worth. They get good
Trying to throw a
positions
little
again. Big
misdirection
jaw
into
coming
this
in.
to tap the door. They're
Pivot
actually gonna
over
fully
towards
commit to
B.
this. They're gonna leave
Got one
Mirror's
here.
back there by himself.
Nice kill though.
Okay.
10
yeah,
seconds.
the
Yeah,
pivot
this one's
works.
doable. That kill changed
Yeah, but
everything.
tap that
11
door,
HP.
Threaten the C hit, and while that's happening, you're looking for a pick. 3v4. Flash goes in there, going up heaven. Zappa's gonna receive them. Are they gonna read it though? Oh, they're not looking.
Oh no, dude. Of course they're not.
Oh my,
Well responded by
that was a
JCZ.
shot.
Zeppa only able to get one.
One smoke for the
In
spike.
favor of the attacking side still. It's Jake.
Okay, nicely
who
handled.
cannot
What a
hold them
round
back.
from JCZ.
MIBR on the board.
There we
Hit some
go.
good shots. Okay, the problem now for them is,
A very brutal round
so
to
there were
lose.
two of them left alive, right?
But able to
Problem now
actually
is they
respond
gotta
after
win.
getting
They
that
gotta win
first kill,
multiple in a row. The
losing
1-9 lost
Heat
bonus is
to
out.
That molly, getting locked down, getting locked out of that C site, and having a lot of map control lost. They were sending it on that C site. So the fact that they're able to
RJ
re-clear
Han,
the B
thank you so
corridor
much, dude. Welcome into the Slug Club.
and go back into this.
Another new member.
is huge.
Let's get some slugs in the chat for him. Thank you so much,
I
mate.
keep feeling like this is a absolutely
Thank you, mate.
devastating
Welcome
blow
him.
from Cloud9
Thanks for
that
using
they're
your Prime
giving
on
with
me.
those first 4 rounds, and the reason we're thinking that is because it's just been such a streak. This 10 rounds in a row for Cloud9, including map 1. Execute gonna come in here. Miri is gonna throw up a molly.
And there's only one person here, so the exec might be pretty good. How much damage does the Killjoy util do though? Pretty good. It at least stops them from getting through here as well. This smoke's nice. They cleared out over towards C and the rotates come in. We have 5 people here. 5 people if they want to go fast.
And there's just delay. I mean, the nanos, the mollies, the stuns. There's just so much to keep MIBR back here.
Nate is gonna actually trap Leaf. It missed.
It did. It was back to back. I could tell that I was gonna miss.
RGL's gonna be not hit.
Nope. He's able to take down Leaf for it as well. Still a couple of numbers up for Cloud9. Still a chance to fight this thing, even though MIBR are continuing to make it more and more their way.
1v3.
Zeppa's gonna have to 1v3 to win this.
Okay.
And he cannot.
Nicely handled from MIBR. It's a good sign that they managed to win that one out, to be honest, because they messed some util up, and there was a lot of numbers here for the C9.
Able to freeze in that moment and allow Cloud9 to flood, which is absolutely a normal thing that goes on there. Look at the coverage with those mollies too. The fact that MIBR are able to spring that without losing anybody is super important. And I think something that they're going to have to continue to do, because we've seen already multiple molly kills in this game by Cloud9. And iteration is still being shown here. Stun flash through, this time MIBR challenging. But the wall's up, which means Cloud9 not going through. Again, so quickly reactive.
Okay, first time that we kind of see them low buy. And it's a decent low buy. They get 3 rifles into it.
Light buy for Cloud9 here. Sheriff for Jake.
Leaf's got a stinger. Again, kind of like a rifle
3 rifles, though.
When he has that.
So definitely wouldn't consider this an eco. Some light armor bought too.
Flash goes out over the top.
Definitely got a buy coming into the next.
Didn't get anyone, so they get full info for this. It's interesting more.
Trailblazer just went through B, but there's no info there from Cloud9 to even receive.
Yeah, and C9 had kind of looked at that round there, a little bit similar to how I looked at it, and it was just like they won the round forcing when there were 5 people here. So you could feel pretty confident in your A hit after that. But this time we're actually kind of stopping them at the choke points.
It's very easy to pivot towards B on Lotus when you have this A main control.
Killjoy.
And that's why you see Zelsa's taking some of that space.
Yeah, got a lot of map control there. Damn.
All the kills through tree.
Yeah, and so had this one as well.
Patience out from MIBR.
If they can keep this clean, it'll be a great round for them.
They've taken this round by the horns.
Exactly the same sort of freeze that we saw in the last 2.
Nicely handled, and they get a plant as well on top of this, so really good 3,300 for the plant as well. Everyone stayed alive, and this is looking a lot better. Still, they need to stack up a lot of rounds. So on its attack of Lotus, it is pretty attack sided.
MIBR break the streak of 10 in a row. They start a little streak of their own. Cloud9
got a lot of ults into this one as well, though, so that's nice. Not too many for C9. This makes sense from C9 as well, looking like they're actually going to go aggro and shut down this A.
Whereas in that last round, remember, it was deep towards C.
They set up Omen. They get the orb over towards Zeppa. That's going to be ult. And Dog is going to see 2.
Already seeing a bit more of aggressive look from Cloud9.
Also not one-waying too, which is very interesting. I like the smoke that actually obscures them while he goes for that TP. Puts them into that smoke, and then follows up with able to play into that. That flash got no info. Yuri's actually ducked into the smoke.
Remember, it's been the pauses from MIBR that have caused fit for Cloud9 the last few rounds.
Rooney not popped his ult, by the way, so if he can get here in time for this retake, it might be dangerous.
Oh, nice spam.
Can stay a little bit longer, and he does get a kill from it.
He tried execing out on his side, isn't able to do so. Look at how far up they're scaling. They're pushing into Spawn. Oh, no. They're pushing into Rooney, who gets 2. They're going to pivot back to C. Alarmbot is going to keep Murray's back for just a moment. Still takes a little bit of damage here. RGL plays kind of.
Oh,
now
boy.
They're going to have the pit that they're going to have to navigate. It's just all out on Miri's now. Playing his ults. That's one down.
Wasn't expecting the other one close. Damn, nicely handled. They put an ult into this as well. So I mean, they put 2 ults into it, right? Killjoy ult.
they continue to try to contain. And there's the round from Cloud9 responding finally. This one, they're trying really, I mean, they're pushing.
Yeah, they really wanted to push out
I was
after
thinking
this.
they were trying to push with the Seekers, but they're behind them.
It's a big round.
That one's tough.
Really big round for them to win.
Down.
And there's a chance now for C9 to do
Scratch my head on that one.
what,
Either way,
sorry, big chance for MIBR to do what C9 was doing to them in the first half in terms of getting this round,
Always
forcing
nice to
them
see
down to the 1-9 loss bonus and wrecking their money.
That extra step, which is what MIBR are doing.
So, yeah, this is still a really important round.
At a certain point, you wonder if they need to just take what they can get. And again, these freezes are what. That's
Very
huge. There
nicely
we go.
handled.
Heat taking a first engagement. Hasn't been much of that today.
No.
Looks like they're just going to hit off this as well. There's a lot of pressure over towards A. There is. Yeah, he had so much. He had so much util from 3 people. So once they got that kill, just told him to just go straight in.
They're going to keep going.
This is really good for them. Again, 1-9 loss bonus on top of all of this. Leaf can't buy, Rooney can't buy.
I mean, you can tell Zelsis can't really scale up.
Gonna try and save these 2 guns most likely.
Of what's on the other side.
Extra 3,000 on top of this. It's great.
Nice streak of first engagements here that MIBR are winning. That is catapulting them to advantage.
It was a nice change of pace as well. They've been relatively slow.
And Heat to see him absolutely put the pressure up now. It's incredibly important.
It's now 4 of the last 5
Surely
going
not.
in favor of MIBR. You're right. Heat
Okay,
starting to find
they
his
buy
footing.
into this one. They got Leaf's ult.
And just in general, being able to find the entrances and
Wait, but they
it's
give
going to
Leaf.
force Cloud9 back down to a light buy again.
Okay,
Thrifty potential
it's really bold.
with 2 Stingers.
But they have they have Viper ult, so I guess that's really good with this. I thought Leaf was going to
They've
use
got
his
Thrifties
ult.
already. Can they do it again? They have the pit. They have Leaf Salt, but he's got a Phantom. I can't imagine he'd use it here.
I know I mentioned this in the last round, but I really love that smoke. Really makes it difficult for somebody to punish behind that flash and stun.
Yeah, this smoke
Off of the
that
sound
they're
of the
doing.
ward being picked up by MIBR.
Yeah, it is nice.
Rooney uses a pit C. A nano kept in
You
it
really
too.
can't commit, and then even if you do commit, you're
Zelsis
getting
as well.
nothing for it.
Very cool idea. To leave the
You might be able
first
to wall up
engagement
and then
in the
insta
pit
jump
to
though.
Zelsis, to somebody else and not the Viper, so you can continue to maintain it despite probably going 1-for-1 if you challenge him. Maybe even worse.
You see how impressive Killjoy can be here too. Present C, and you still have so much util B. You got the alarm bot and you have nano.
Yeah, they do pop it too. Leaf is going to try to fight in front of it.
One
The
away
problem
from
here is
Razor. Okay,
Jake
Jake's in a
actually
lot of
probably has
trouble.
the ult out. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, has to use his ult out. And now,
Committing 2 players
now
into that
Zep's in a
pit
lot
is-
of trouble, gets
you
out
guys
as
are
well.
both kinda
They could
tethered
definitely
to that
pivot over
position now.
towards B if they wanted to here.
And there's only gonna be
30
left
seconds, a
3
little bit
players to
low.
hold the A site.
30 seconds left.
It's going to be his ult. They can
Just
definitely
a
enter
matter
with
of
this
time
now.
before they start to rotate out or feel confidence in the ability to do that.
Yeah, the pivot to B is nice. Zelsis,
And they're fully
1 kill
here.
and he gets ult.
I mean, they've fully committed. Heat's invested the showstopper. He's going to scale all the way up. And look at how far back Jake is playing.
Yeah,
Spike planted.
Takes
little
a-
damage done.
Yeah, just a tad.
Yeah, and they
The
got a
last
lot of
time
map
we
control.
saw
They
MIBR
handled this
go
well,
with
and
this
they
B site,
have
they way
the
overcommitted to
2
waterfall.
priority
This time they
spots in terms of
pumped
if
the
you plant
brakes.
B, you have these 2 spots. It's really, really
And you
strong.
even have A control here still from Muriz.
Where did they plant?
Very nice round for
Is it
MIBR.
here or here?
And we've had a streak of them.
I think it's the middle. It's not the best
plan.
plant. Man, what is he doing?
With the flank.
Oh, he's using the ult. They're going to fully commit to this. They're going to fully invest this. Can Lee find value with the ult? Actually, Zepp is just able to
gonna
get through
spray
his
through
own.
this.
And there are only 2 playing back, and they're going to
Ah,
get
there.
run over.
You don't need to do that.
Light by win from
That one all fell
Cloud9,
apart because he wanted to
which
flank
means they go
behind.
back up.
He was like picturing how to win the round, but him staying alive would have won the round because then everyone from Secret can just focus on sight and they don't need to worry about getting pinched. So he just decided to go aggro, and like in his mind he was, I guess because they had found all the Killjoy util, he thought that he could have a really good lurk on.
Cloud9 just
But yeah, he
Got
just went a little
everything they
bit
wanted there.
too early on this one. That backfired heavy.
I want to repeat, this map is attack sided. Usually ends about 7-5. The same exact ideas that we saw last week, because I think MIBR is actually doing a great job disrupting them. They're really making it difficult. For example, this A main control that Jake is constantly going for that to find a lot of value. In some cases,
what do we got planned after this timeout?
And then those freezes that they're calling, the pivots
Are they going to be able
calling,
to disrespect this smoke? Is he just going to try and lurk?
Well, that was a key factor in the last game.
No. They do at least take early C control. And then maybe they can catch them only having one person here. 2 people. About to be 3 people.
MIBR, their bread and butter is these fast rotates. It's what won them that series against NRG. You just haven't seen them be able to pull it off in the last couple of matches because they haven't been hitting individually.
Celsius has Killjoy out.
Hitting now. Well, never mind.
Jesus, how did he get 2 there?
I remember the last time.
That's incredible. Nice molly.
They got locked down. And now with only 2 players,
Oh, insta ult over to... But then, this decision, what are you going to do? Okay, yeah. I like the decision. So, the ult was nice, but obviously they knew that there was still one person in this area. Kind of pretty much in this area because of the ult. Jake was ready for it, and Celsius was ready for it. And then now they can just focus on the 1v3. So, they handle this very well. Dog goes in, dog clears here and here.
Plays the position quite nice, able to take care of Jake. Still 2 left to go.
Room to pivot.
Oh, spacing's off.
Now they know where he is. Oh, the swing out and the kill from
it's unlucky. It's a really nice try from RGL, though. He did great.
My goodness, an attempt from RGL. That was a nice 1v3. Actually, Zeppa clearing past that smoke, I think that was his goal. I thought he was actually going to drop it down and start to clear some of sight, but instead opts to go for drop. Allows for those first 2 kills.
Why don't people do more Odin span over towards A? Honestly, a lot of teams are so hyper-focused on their own stuff. And because there is a lot to look out for in like your own practice and stuff, teams don't have enough time to watch a lot of the other teams.
They get an 8. They're not hurting their stats at all.
Also, it's not like
take us back to the same halftime score we had on.
They couldn't really bring it out. They never really had the econ.
Seekers to work with for JZZ this time.
Insta molly towards C. Very interesting lens right at this choke to deny, for example, that peak that we actually saw earlier from Celsius. Or if you don't go.
Wait, they're going for all 3 orbs?
For a crazy amount.
Placing swarm grenade.
The defense can get mad value out of peeking that corner. And we do see already a first indication of potential. The ideas here from MIBR, given the fact that FRZ is the guy who just farmed that orb. So they're looking to get this lockdown on this round.
He's still just so far away from it. Jake's getting a lot of pressure.
Flashes. Massive, and he gets...
Oh, he missed the TP.
Whoa.
He missed it. But they might not know.
Wait, what happened?
No, they know. He's overwhelmed.
What happened with it? I thought it was fine. Must have just clipped the side.
What's the problem in the bottleneck there?
Must have just clipped it.
Meanwhile, FRZ's going for that second orb. They have 40 seconds. He's not going to be able to pick 2 up in this. So
still time's really low, looking like they want to pivot over towards B. And there is Rooney still here with double molly, and Celsius has his setup.
And the nanos are going to be problematic though if that's the play, unless they just want to split and end up B, which seems to be the case. Off of the flash.
That's a good flash to lock FRZ out.
Yeah, it is. Celsius dancing around it up in heaven, taking 2 with him.
Oh, and Leaf's actually Zeppa's actually given up his position by opening that revolving door, so they know he's coming from B-Link with that flash as well.
Celsius still tucked
and
in
they don't know about this angle here, so
there's almost no plants.
It's this at the moment.
From heaven.
And that's how you see Heat starting to take the space back. Had you just given up?
Celsius is expecting this. He's watching
giving away
it.
some of the early movement.
I can't believe Celsius is considering this.
He's just gonna hold. He's just gonna
wow.
hold. He just holds it.
Wow. That's so sick. Okay, well, nicely handled.
That is ridiculous. The fact that Celsius was considering, and then Heat does make noise to start challenging. He's trying to pre-fire things, and he's just alone there. There's no way RGL's ever going to be in time. So Celsius is able not only to give up the position he was just watching, but get both kills as well. And he's hysterical at this point. He doesn't know what's going on.
Cloud9 with plenty of reasons to laugh. Plenty of reasons to enjoy the victory they've gotten so far. We've actually had a chance to sit down with Leaf. There have been a lot of expectations around Cloud9 in the last few weeks, and he shared some of his thoughts on those.
I think our expectation
See having the time of his
before
life,
the season
yeah.
started was to make playoffs. Obviously, that was the kind of goal. It didn't matter how rough it was, whether or not we made it in 6th seed, if we somehow managed to get 1st seed or 2nd seed, you know what I mean? But I think that now, I mean, it's to get top 2. We have 3 matches left, and I think that each one is very losable. So I think that we need to make sure that we win the matches and not, you know, we can't hide stuff. We want to get that 2nd seed. So however possible, or however it is possible to get that, then we're going to make sure we get that.
I think the conversation that Leaf is having right there is super important because the top 2 seeds matter a lot. We've said it so many times here when talking about Loud, Cloud9. You just need one match when you make it to playoffs to make it to Tokyo. And that makes all the difference in the world. So to see the expectations shift from just playoffs for this team, which I think was a reasonable, you know, tempering of the expectations prior to this and the change that they had at the beginning of the season. And now top 2
Pacific
is
games tomorrow. Yep.
I'm interested that they're not even really concerned about going for top 1, which doesn't give you that much in the sense of the format. But I'd be really, really hunting for Loud.
I mean, from top 6 to pushing for top dog, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Crazy what a couple of weeks will do to expectations, to a season, to everything that's been put into preparation. Ah, Rooney's an artist. It was really good.
It's beautiful. A lot of Jake
So
fans in
cute
the
with
crowd
face
too.
at
That
the end
guy
there.
has been insane for this
Well,
team.
MIBR
Both of the new pickups.
3-0.
And you can tell how the expectations
Come win a
shifted
pistol.
because of the guy's performance. Those
Is it
two
going to be 4-0?
have fit so well into this team over the last 6 weeks. And it's interesting as well to hear Leaf's perspective on the next couple of matches, including this one, by the way, because that was shot before this match started. All of them losable. They've got MIBR,
fracture match that you Skywell?
Crew sitting still winless.
Not off the top of my head, but there's definitely
But any of those
some
could
out
shift
there.
their battle for that 2nd seed. So I think the importance he puts on them is super valid.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I think it also, when you look at teams, oftentimes, really across any competitive sport, it's the younger teams that can struggle to beat teams they should be beating.
Yep.
Right? The teams that you should be able to roll over and you kind of walk in with a hangover, you aren't really ready on game day. And that, I mean, that's plagued teams before, so impressive for Cloud9 to have a good mentality going into it.
Second half now, Cloud9 in the attack, MIBR on defense, and MIBR is still hunting for a pistol win so far in the series. Are they going to be able to find it?
They're one-way miss.
Deep smoke out
feels
from
like
Jake
it.
actually missed the one-way, so they have to be a
Yep.
lot more cautious around this.
Leave it the first to go. Now, an orb from Miri's keeping him back.
I think that flash miss
What?
is supposed to go over top of Waterfall by JZZ,
How did it not hit
and
anyone?
it didn't find any information, and he's rotating off of that because of it.
How
You
the
can
hell
recognize
did that not
flash
hit
didn't
anyone? What happened to it?
'Cause
Where
definitely
did it
would've
get
spotted
stuck in
players backbound,
the
and that's
wall or
key
something?
for
Because he's
Cloud9 to go.
rotating like it was a good
I think
flash.
Miri's is super surprised by that information.
Spike down, C.
The fact that he
They just opened the door and got the kills while they're flooding.
Spike planted.
very well played in there. Going to
Oh,
continue
they
to
take a
push
lot
on
of
that
map
side.
control, but
Meanwhile,
they lose a
Cloud9
lot of
scales
map
up into
control at the
spawn.
same point.
What
And
an
Lotus is down to
incredible
Lee.
response immediately from Cloud9.
FRZ taking a bit step back while the rest of the hits happening out onto the site. They're trying to hold them back as Leaf drops RGL. How much more can they find? How much space can they take as they begin to flood out? It's all on the
Ah, he gets that kill as well. He's too good. 4-0. 4-0 on the pistols.
And while MIBR has been putting up solid first halves despite losing the pistol, despite losing in that one the bonus too, you've got to be able to convert at least one of them.
One singularly.
That's going to be a thorn in their side moving forward. It's funny because the last time we spoke to the
Yeah,
Brazilian
just
casters,
could never get a
they were
good
giving
start.
us insight on MIBR and Fury ahead of that match last week. They really were mentioning MIBR was struggling on ecos, on anti-ecos, not the pistols, but we haven't really even seen much of that from MIBR because Cloud9's continuously just dominating the economic game.
Oh my god, nearly.
Well, that's
Potential
timing
mouse
there.
bug.
Leaf is able to get so much faster with the Neo.
Yeah, and he's got
You
good
just have to be
info though.
expecting that.
There's a
Knowing
lot of
what's on
people
the
here
other
though, they
side,
can
but
flood.
They're having such a hard time dealing with what's
man.
in front of them. They can't figure out
He's
stuff
so
like that.
And the fake plan is so good from Jake too. It's just insane from Cloud9. Almost flawless, but Leaf is feeling himself.
He's having so much fun. He
The round
has
may
an
not
ult
have
into
been,
this
but
round
for
if he
all
wants to
intents and
use it
purposes,
as well.
the series come as close as you can get to it.
You know, normally I don't put any thought into like the sensitivity discussion. A lot of people just go into people's chat, they type sense. I'm like, whatever.
Exclamation point sense.
Yeah. The conversation that Mel was having about Leaf sense, the guy plays such a low sense, but he's playing Neon. And you saw it right there. The amount of swings you need to be making and large flicks while you're playing Neon. It's crazy that he plays those agents with that type of play style.
It better be a big mouse pad. He's found plenty of success and the likely possibility of more to come. Cloud9 up 6. And
They buy up an extra gun into this one.
This should be the first time we see the full strength of their defensive holds.
Bonus again.
Yeah, they're getting real close before they got spotted here.
Converted. Statistically, you call
3 people here though, nade might be perfect. Does that stop them?
Like this. High wall to ensure that heaven is covered as well.
Yeah. Change over towards B. Or at least creating pressure so that this person holding has to go.
It's a tough round to make work, and you can see why. There's only 2 Spectres here. They bought a rifle on Zeppa. Might even be a buy. 2 rifles bought in that first one. This is really tough, actually, because Cloud9 has a significant evening of the advantage that MIBR might have on this.
I wonder what the plan is here, though. They put up that deep wall. They didn't really take a ton of space off of it.
30 seconds left.
Look how tight they are. As soon as that shot went
yeah,
out,
and they managed to pull them off. Because they block the vision here, they create the pathing over towards this area. Don't know what the hell we call this. And then now they just walk in towards B because this person has to watch this area instead of him.
Turning of the flag from Zeppa and the paranoia buys just enough time. The timing out of that was insane.
He's melting as well.
I think he fell off, but he's got a gap back here.
He's overstaying.
Damn, he still gets one.
It's just one though. Spike was planted. Leaf in a position to play.
Just play in your face.
Safety valve in case it's needed to be. That seems to be the case. It looks like Leaf may have to make a play here. And there it is. That's the play. But it's just one. Celsius getting it down to 1. He pulls
what? They win both bonuses. How's he won that? That second kill was insane.
What do you do here?
It was a 2v4 at one point.
You wrap it up. You wrap it up. You put a bow on it and you move on.
They can't. They can't just simply do that. This is it. This is almost their season.
That was nice. Nicely done from Leaf. I like to see that he, as soon as he dives as well, insta-comms brings up his map and pings the spike as well.
They can't.
He's great. He's just a good player.
It takes a very strong team to be able to do that. I don't know if we've seen that capability so far this season.
Timeout. You got an eco. 11-4 down. You got no money. You're on the harder side of Lotus.
Late timeout
good
call
luck.
From Bazooka. You mentioned again, Ball, the importance of this moment. The possibility that the season very much hangs in the balance. You have 20 seconds now to figure out what it is you're going to tell your team to somehow break the mold of this.
Depends on the day jiggle, maybe.
From Cloud9.
I'm telling him it's only 7. Take it 1 round at a time, yada, yada, yada. But you're right. There's not much time to discuss. There's not much time even for the fact to sink in.
Which might be for the best, all things considered.
I honestly don't even know if they realize the importance too. Given the fact that situation changes so rapidly here at the end of the season. Right. A reminder of why it matters so much now. As at the beginning of the day, it wasn't there. EG beating Sentinels early on makes it so that they take that record lead against MIBR right now.
Okay, they force up into this. Hail Mary.
MIBR are out.
Hail Mary playing all they got. Molly missed.
Unless they can really rack up.
That might help when they push out over towards C.
Just freezing, waiting.
Oh god.
Pausing for this fight. It's
oh
brutal.
No,
it's
so
brutal.
I mean, JC,
what destruction,
man, it just gets worse for them. Surely they get a kill from that. Surely just one kill, give them anything.
There's a moment in time where you realize, okay, they're going to try to make a real play here. They're really going to try to overstep, overtake.
Just a singular
any
kill,
sort of
surely.
So
Anything.
it might be our forcing into that.
Oh man, and they're
Going
healing
for the
up.
orb, not seeing anything C. Cloud9 is just waiting to spring that trap.
And what a trap it was. A flawless round for Cloud9 as
Really,
they get to
really
series
strong.
point.
8 chances to
I mean,
8 chances to
no
close this one out.
anything. Yeah.
No hope.
And again, like we said, money's in the bin.
You're looking
2-9. They
at
pretty
8
much
rounds
brought all the
now
way
in a row,
down.
and
A
you
lot
have
of
no money
Guardians for
for
this.
No hope.
I mean, you're talking perfect Valorant just to extend the series.
Yep.
I mean, talk about digging yourself a hole.
MIBR, unfortunately, have been on the receiving end of a significant amount of the one-sided maps that we've seen here in the Americas League, and we might see that tally get added even more, unless he has something to say about it, but he doesn't.
Man, that went absolutely flying. At least, I mean, at least it's over. There's no silver lining here. At least it's over for MIBR.
Cloud9, 2 more players stand with it before not only a secure grasp on that second seed,
No
but a
bind
guarantee
today.
of playoffs, which wasn't really in anybody's mind that they were going to miss at this point. But
Maybe
definitely
tomorrow.
a box checked.
Position spotted, and once again, Miri's paranoid, taking damage, spam through the wall,
Last player standing.
and it's all on FRZ now. And with 4
Yeah,
targets,
crazy strong performance.
none of them found.
Really, really nice.
Cloud9
Really good performance.
Continue to soar.
Yeah, they just look great. 4 pistols
To playoffs
makes
and
it
beyond.
look a little bit
Team
easier, but
continues to
even on the
achieve
buy
new
rounds,
heights
right, they were
and
all over them.
dispatches
Bonus rounds when they had the
the
worst
teams that
guns.
they really
Even the
should
ecos look
in
strong.
very easy
It was,
fashion. Over
yeah.
and over, we see this team expected to win. And they
Very,
do
very
just that.
dominant. Chat, if you want to watch any of these games.